I'm going to start out just talking to you guys, and then we'll go into the Cosmo. We're still doing the Cosmo that I started like before, and I just never got through. I'm just checking to make sure I'm on camera. Take a look at this craft video that I did, this one over my shoulder, where I took a dollar store picture frame and made it into a bulletin board. So if you haven't seen that, please take a look at that. I want to just talk a little bit about how these gang stalkers and the people running this program are using this to humiliate, embarrass people. And I'm going to call this video Erosion of Humanity. Why I think that is this. They said that they were targeting me. Oh, excuse me. They don't like the word targeted, and they don't like gang stalking because they wanted to turn it into something that is higher than that, because they want to help me because I have issues. So out of all the money, they said it cost them millions of dollars to help me because I have issues. And that this was a great way for them to publicly broadcast my issues out in public and correct me every single day. Doesn't that sound nice? So why that to me is not just about humiliating and embarrassing me, it's the erosion of humanity. Because instead of, if I have all these issues that they're filming and broadcasting to people, instead of dealing with it in a humane way, like I wouldn't do this to anything, let alone a human being who you think has issues. They're doing it in a way to embarrass and humiliate me. And to do it every single day, 24/7, go over and over and over things. And what they said to me is they're trying to recreate things that happened in my life based on stories people told them or things they think they know. So they said, I'm telling you, we have proof we were always doing this to you. And it's like, why don't you tell us what really happened? Well, if you have proof, you don't need me. That's my point. It doesn't make sense. And that to me is part of the erosion of humanity, why we would need synthetic telepathy, which is, I'm just going to tell you guys, when I was doing the research on these things, there were a lot of great YouTube videos, a lot of people on different sites, Twitter, on websites talking about this. So artificial telepathy and artificial synthetic telepathy is how the people like me who are targeted are first sort of tricked by this technology. It's a computer system. It's AI. And what they do is they say things that they think we're thinking. So it's fake telepathy, fake mind reading. And that's how they tricked a lot of people in the beginning. So for example, I could be watching television. They'll say, oh, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, why are they talking to me? So imagine spending 24/7, and they've been doing this for years. They said they admit to doing it at least since 2016, but they said that they've been doing it off and on for years. So that goes back to their lying, that they're saying that they know everything about me because they weren't doing it before. And they've been doing it consistently since 2016. So someone spent all these years, we're talking, 7 years, sitting around watching me in the privacy of my home, outside, following me around, getting on the bus, taking Metro cards, millions of dollars to humiliate and embarrass me. Think about that. So why that's the erosion of humanity is why they are so obsessed with creating AI technology that doesn't have the ability to feel, to have emotion, in order to erode humanity. Some of the brightest people involved in creating AI are saying, wait, we got to wait on this, because they realize the danger of that. So if this is part of that, which I know it is, it's the complete erosion of all humanity, of all that is good, of all empathy. To see somebody who, unfortunately, I'm going through medical issues right now, which you folks know about, and not care, and continue to 24/7. They said they badger me because that's the way the elementary schoolmate's family said it works for me. That I'm the type of person, if you constantly badger me or nag me, I'll eventually do it. It's not true. But it goes to show that even at the time in my life when I should be focusing on my health, these people are prioritizing themselves and money. So that to me is the erosion of humanity. But to get back to humanity, let's take a look at some of the Cosmo that we were looking at, and I'll try to get the right date. Okay, so it's the Demi Lovato cover, September 2015, and as you guys can see, I put a little place mark so I can go back to what we were looking at. So, you know, as I'm talking about the erosion of humanity, I'm hopefully getting to the point where we can, as people, get back to our humanity. Get back to the point where we can be human. And if someone's going through a difficult time, instead of making it worse for them because, I don't know, you like it and that's a sociopathic tendency of yours, you say, boy, maybe this wouldn't be the time to try to clone someone's personality. And, you know, it's not just the cloning and the constantly talking and not letting me sleep so my body isn't healing properly. It's the idea that they're better than I am. That's the bottom line. That's, you know, we're going to just put it out there. So if you're better than me, you don't have to show empathy. You don't have to consider how your actions affect me because you're superior. So, you know, oh, and another point of this is they said that they wanted to make me into a robot. It wasn't designed to make me into a robot. It was designed to cause sensations in my body. And eventually I would respond to those sensations, and then you can predict those sensations. So I said in a previous video, if they made my leg itch and I scratch my leg, they could say she's about to scratch her leg. And when I do it, they're like, haha, that's so funny. No, it's not. It's not. Oh, and here's their other hang up. So when they were trying to connect it to Catholic school, they're saying pretty much that I, as a woman, they said it started as childhood, was watched by a group of people who throughout my life would write notes on different things. Yet they said they were also putting sexual thoughts in my head. Again, it's a lot. It's really a lot. It's, you know, when you start to listen to it, it's a lot. And that's my point. Like, instead of doing something positive with this millions of dollars, they choose to use it to, you know, humiliate and embarrass. And I guess that is the brand. You know, I said years ago, you know, that I think we have brands. And, you know, every group has a brand. So that's their brand. That's their brand. You know? So if that's their brand, that's their brand. So another thing that they don't like is that my Cosmo, and I call them my Cosmo videos because I love doing these videos. It shows women talk about things that we care about. And I think that that's what they dislike about women in particular. I think there is an anti-female thing that goes through their brand. And so a woman talking about sex or liking sex, not liking sex, is against their brand. And when I'm just kind of going through the pages and maybe something, you know, comes up and I mention it, it goes against their brand. My brand is to be a full human being. And that means it's complete humanity. They're going to cut me off soon. So not only is my brand about complete humanity, it's about talking about things. It's about writing about my life experiences, the good and the bad. It's about humanity, and why I think the erosion of humanity is something that we're living through right now. And as I see humanity being eroded, it's bad. You know, it's like it's bad. I see people relying more on computer